One Piece is in its final saga, and that means an inevitable war arc is coming. I personally really hate war arcs because it feels like almost every action story needs to have one for whatever reason, and usually war arcs tend to ruin the story for me. They are often rushed and predictable, and once you have seen one war arc, you have seen it all, which is why I'm very confident that the climax that One Piece is going for will be a huge disaster. The war arc will ruin the reputation of the story just like it did to Naruto and Bleach, and it's very easy to see why. One Piece had the Wano arc 2 arcs ago, and Wano, without a shadow of a doubt, is the worst arc in the story. I have never been so disappointed by a One Piece arc up until Wano. It felt like the writing had completely changed compared to the previous arcs, and there were so many issues with it, like the pacing, but the biggest issue I have with Wano is the lack of tension. We already knew the outcome of this battle, but the lack of tension made this arc so boring. There were no deaths, and the main villains didn't feel threatening whatsoever. Wano felt like a boss rush, with the good guys just beating up the bad guys with no consequences. It was in this arc I realized that One Piece is done for, and I realized that, just like all the other stories I have read, it is gonna go through another boring war arc at the end. And once I had that realization, I stopped caring about the story. It's pretty clear that the story is heading into an inevitable bad ending, and we should brace ourselves.